series part 2. I mean, the video is the second video which I'm shooting right now is of the coding series of the playlist that I made is the second video, and today we are going to talk about the low code and the no code, right? So no code we have previously discussed, and I would like to just give a gist of it that no code means no coding in in fact while making an apps or websites and software engineers which will make apps or websites without the process of coding. So that's no coding. Yeah. But now the next topic is low coding. Like, what's low code? I know that sounds something specific, not relevant word to it, like many of y'all you just didn't listen that word previously, right? Yes, I didn't also heard that word in my entire life, and as I am interested in it, so I'm just deep diving into it. You know, yeah. So low code basically means in this technology, the software development which will happen will be the faster, and the coding traditional like the traditional way means the old way of coding will be the less. So yeah, so the main thing about the low code is it will be faster and that the coding process will be low. I mean, it's just similar to the no code process, and there will be the pre-built components or pre-built functions. So from that we can make new websites and apps and many more things. Even we can make games also. You can see the Python. I guess I'm just giving an example, like by coding in Python you make an game, like, yeah, so like you can make many other games in it. So by just not coding into Python, by no code also you can make a game, just because they have pre-built in components or the functions or many other things. So I have jotted down some points for you all. And so the main thing or the key points, I guess, in the low code is the first is the complexity. So basically, the complexity, if we talk about that, so in no code, the complexity, like we have zero complexity because we do not have coding at all. And in low code, like typical, at least few amount, at least we can say 5% or 10% amount of coding is involved, but not that much coding is involved, right? So the next point I have involved is the speed. So speed, what do you mean by speed here? So yeah, speed plays an important role. Of course, we are in 4.0 industry 4.0. The technology is graving, and it is just encouraging, increasing day by day. So we need to know. So the speed is like how the code or how the processes of the website or the information we are providing should be working, right? So no code platforms were are very friendly and they require many minimal time. Like when we process the no code, because we have no coding in it, so it's minimal time required to process it. While if we dive into low code, what happens? You know the answer, right? So in the low code, it may require a more time as compared to the no code. Yeah. So let's dive into the next point, that is the customization. Okay, so the customization in the no code platform is more customizable. I mean, it is more preferable as compared to low code. Yeah. And in low code, it's like quite complex, we can say, right? So I'm just comparing between the no code and the low code. You're getting it, right? And the next and the last point is the collaboration. So collaboration means it's just not about the collab the influencers do. No, the collaborations here means that the involvement in the no coding techniques. I mean, in no coding process, what are the involvement is inbuilt functions or components we are putting in. And in the low code we are putting minimal amount of coding, and what and what, the input we are putting and the outcome is coming. So if we collab both of it, so like what's the outcome or what's the specifications of the no code in collaboration and low code in collaboration. So you're getting me, right? So in the low code platforms, as we are seeing here, is designed with the collaboration in the mind. Means in the low code we have minimal amount of coding, as I told you. So in our mind we can easily design that code and then implement it in a few minutes or at least seconds of time, if we have a great coder. Yeah, yeah. And in the no code platforms are generally more suitable for the individual users or the small terms. So basically no code isn't very in hard task for to do or to learn. It's just not a hard task, like firstly that you have no 0% no knowledge of it, so you cannot directly deep dive into the higher things. Eventually when you learn you will be at a great level, you also know. So in the no code system what happens, that we have the small, like individually the users can use or the small teams that will be building up new apps and websites and games and whatnot apps, yeah. So basically the low code compromises of the complexity, speed, customization and the collaboration, these four things. And we also compared what is low code and no code, right? So this was the second part of my series in which I told what is no code, right? Yeah, so this is all for this video and thanks for listening me. See you in my next video. Bye.